able to see the slide, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So good morning to all of you. Last class we have discussed about the three models, that is small exponential model. See, exponential model can be analyzed using which all methods?
Graphical and iterative.
Graphical and iterative. What was the second model you have studied?
Piecewise linear.
Piecewise linear model. How we obtained piecewise linear model?
By taking slopes and straight lines.
Approximating the exponential characteristics into two straight lines. Straight line A with a 0 slope and straight line B with a slope of 1 by small r suffix capital D. So with respect to intercept, you can define the current, describe the current ID equal to 0 when VD is less than VD naught and ID is equal to VD minus VD naught by RD for what is the condition? VD greater than VD naught. So VD naught is the intercept and RD is the slope of this piecewise linear characteristics. And in the equivalent circuit, it uses a battery and as well as a resistor. So tell me, Ananya, what is the another name for this model, piecewise linear model?
Battery plus resistance model.
Yeah, right. A battery plus resistance model. And Aryan Thakur.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Aryan, in constant diode or constant voltage drop model, see how will you define, how can you get the graph? Till what point the diode will not be conducting and when it starts conducting? Constant voltage drop model.
Ma'am, after 0.5 it will be conducting.
No, it is constant voltage drop model with respect to silicon. So did you attend the class last class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you please go through the notes and study properly and come in the next class. Okay. So till 0.7 the diode will not be conducting. That is the diode. The current will be equal to 0. And at 0.7 you will get a rapid rise in current. After that voltage will remain constant at 0.7 volt. That is the constant voltage drop model. And the third one what you have studied is the ideal diode model. Already you have studied ideal diode model. Forward bias condition, it will be short circuited, so V equal to 0 and I greater than 0, and in reverse bias condition the diode will be open circuited and I will be equal to 0 and V less than 0. So these three models are clear to you, right? Not three models, four models are clear to you, right? Yes or no? Yeah, today we'll do the numericals. So take down. For the circuit shown in figure, for the circuit shown in figure, find ID and VD for the case VDD equal to 5 volt and R equal to 10 kilo ohm. Assume that the diode has a voltage of 0.7 volt at 1 milliampere current. Use first iterative method and constant voltage drop model with VD equal to 0.7 to determine ID and VD. So iterative method
from RD.
It is there in the slide, no?
Oh, you're not displaying anything.
It's not displayed.
Ma'am, you are.
It is visible, ma'am.
It is visible, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
then it's for me.
Fine.
Now.
Maybe you can check the connectivity. Take down the question and do it. Similar problem we have done in the previous class, iterative method. First do the iterative method, then do for the constant voltage drop model. Copy the question and do it fast. Nothing new. We have already completed both the parts in the previous class. So only values got changed. And here slope is not given, so you have to use the formula as such only. V2 minus V1 is equal to 2.3 NVT log I2 by I1. So here n value is not given. So what you will take, n equal to 1 or 2?
1, ma'am.
N equal to 1. And what about VT value? Temperature is not given. So what you will take?
25 degrees Celsius. Yeah.
25 millivolt. So I have shared a tutorial. All of you might have seen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Submit as a single PDF with the mentioned naming convention on or before the deadline given.
Ma'am, I got a doubt on that. Ma'am, in none of the questions you mentioned it's an ideal diode or a practical diode except for one question.
If nothing is mentioned, you have to assume it as an ideal diode.
Okay.
Any question paper, if nothing is mentioned, you have to assume the diode to be ideal.
On the diode, if it was written SI, so it is a practical diode,
Practical diode. Practical diode.
Okay.
Okay. You do it. If you are coming across any difficulty, you can ping me anytime. Your CRs are having my number. You can take it and ask me. Okay. If you are stuck anywhere, you can ask me and proceed. But don't try to copy. I am ready to help. It is for your practicing only. It will be useful for you. If you copy, that it doesn't make any sense. Okay. If you copy, no point in giving tutorials. So if you are stuck, I am there to help. You can contact me any moment.
Ma'am, by chance, what if there are any mistakes in the answers, ma'am?
Mistakes, so then see after uploading, your answer scripts, I will upload the solution. That time you can cross check and you can correct it.
Okay. And I mean, like, do you cut marks for the tutorial and all something?
I have not decided whether to award marks for that or not. That will be decided only after first class committee meeting. Evaluation pattern is not yet decided.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Don't worry about cut marks and all. Okay. You let it be some mistakes, no problem. But you have to correct. I will be there to help. No need to worry about that. Only intention, my intention. You should not copy. That's it.
Okay, ma'am.
From mistakes only we will learn, right? If you are stuck, you can message me any time. No problem. I'll help you. So first to do with the iterative method. After first iteration, give me the value of ID and V2. How will you determine ID? VDD minus VD by RD, R value which with the given data. So ID is equal to, what is VDD? 5. What is given VD? 0.7
0.7.
divided by 10K. So what is the answer?
0.43 milliampere, ma'am.
0.43 milliamperes.
Absolutely right, 0.43 milliampere. Now we'll perform the iteration using the formula V2 minus V1. V2 minus V1 is equal to 2.3 NVT log I2
by I1.
I1. Right? I2 by I1. So here, what is unknown? V2 is unknown. What you will take as V1?
0.7.
0.7. So your V2 will be equal to 0.7 plus 2.3. N is 1. VT is 25 millivolt. Log. What will be your I2? What will be your I2?
4.3 into 10 power minus 4.
0.43.
Yeah,
4.3 into 10 power minus
0.43 milliamps divided by what is the current? I1.
1 milliamp.
1 milliamp, ma'am.
Absolutely right. So no need to write milli because it will get cancelled. Now tell me what is V2. Calculate and give me the correct value of V2. No need to approximate. Give me the correct value. Quick.
0.679, ma'am.
0.679.
Right answer 0.679 volts. So first iteration results we got 0.43 milliamperes and 0.679 volts. Now we'll go with the second iteration. Second iteration. Determine ID. So now 5 minus what will be your VD now?
0.679.
Yeah, 0.679 divided by 10K, which is equal to, give me the answer. What's the answer?
4.321 into 10 power minus 4 amperes.
Yeah. Getting a
Yes, ma'am.
0.432 milliamps. Now calculate and give me the answer for V2. Now here V1 will be 0.679, here I2 will be 0.432, here I1 will be 0.43. Calculate V2.
I1 will be 0.43, right?
I1 will be 0.43, I2 will be 0.432, V2 will be 0.679. Sorry, V1. V2 you have to find out. First iteration values will be the initial currents to the second iteration. Fast, what is V2?
Ma'am, 0.679.
6791 volt. Getting?
Ma'am, actually, when we took log,
Yes,
we got
0.679.
Ma'am,
Log?
when we're taking a log value 0.432 by 0.43 now, ma'am. So it can be approximated to 1 and we can eliminate the whole term.
Don't approximate because
Ma'am,
diode.
Log value is 1.0047, ma'am.
Yeah.
It won't be proper.
Yeah. You just put it as such, whatever you are getting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So you are getting now V2 is equal to 0.6791 volt. Compare it with the previous iteration value 0.679. So can we stop the iteration over here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So finally we can write our ID value will be equal to
0.43 milliampere.
Yeah, 43 milliamperes. Approximated value you can write. And VD will be, V2 will be, or VD will be
0.679.
0.679. We can write it as 68 volt. If you write this also fine. So clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now,
Ma'am,
yes.
actually, I mean, I understood this problem clearly, but I have a doubt in the previous problem, which is related to this one, ma'am. When you told in that problem, why did you took that slope, ma'am, 2.3
It is
NVT?
given in the question. That's why I took.
Means they have mentioned, ma'am, slope is equal to rate of change.
They have not mentioned. It is our basic understanding that whatever they have given in the question is a slope. Here nothing, no hint is given with respect to slope. That's why we are using the complete thing. 2.3 we are multiplying it with.
Ma'am, means whenever they give rate means we have to take, I mean, we have to equal it to the slope, ma'am.
If it is required, we have to. Sometimes simply to confuse us also they will mention. Okay, if it is required, we have to use. Otherwise, not needed.
Means we can
That is
take,
See, that is required exactly when if you want to plot the graph, that slope and all, it's required. So sometimes in the numerical that data will be requiring, sometimes that simply they will give. That is just to plot the graph. If you want to go for plotting the graph, will be requiring that.
Means we can take N and VT as 1 and 25 also there also, no?
No, there you can, if it is mentioned, you cannot take.
Yes.
Got it?
Hi.
Now, do the B part. Same thing, use constant voltage drop model with VD equal to 0.7 and compute ID and VD. Constant voltage drop model, what will be VD?
0.7.
0.7 volts.
0.7 volt. What will be ID? 5 minus 0.7.
4.3 into 10 power minus 4.
Yeah, which is equal to
0.43 milliampere.
right. So using constant voltage drop model, VD will be equal to 0.7 volt and ID is equal to 5 minus 0.7 by 10K, which is equal to 0.43 milliamps. So the currents are almost the same, only drop is different depending upon the different model we have used. So clear for you this numerical?
Yes. Ma'am, for examination purpose, I mean, if they ask these type of questions, means is it necessary to write the calculations, or we can directly calculate in the calculator and put?
No, a very good question. If you are writing directly the answer, then what the teacher's impression is, it is a copied one.
If you write the formula and write, no?
Formula also, no, you have to show the calculation. All the steps has to be there in the paper. Now you know the pattern, right? Mid-semester, end semester and all, the descriptive type only. So you have to write and solve each and everything in the paper in a white sheet, scan it and convert to PDF and upload. So the questions will be for midterm examination, questions will be for 30 marks, so 30 marks will be descriptive. So you
This
are,
much is enough, no?
whatever I have written no in the that white slide, this is required. Much is required.
Yes.
Steps has to be shown.
Yes.
Because if it is a 5-mark question, if you write the direct answer, even though the correct answer you are writing, maybe that last answer will be carrying only 1 mark. So the step marks, so 4 marks, you will lose it.
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Okay. This is the solution. Take down the next question. I have just copied the question from the book. That's why the figure numbers are there. Design. So whenever you get a design question, they will not mention you find the X, Y, Z like that. It is our duty to understand what all things are unknown, that parameters we have to find out. So that is the meaning of any design based question. Unknown parameters we have to find out. So design the circuit of figure to provide an output voltage of 2.4 volt. Assume the diodes available have 0.7 volt drop at 1 milliampere. How many diodes are there?
3 ohms, so it will be 2.1.
Total, yeah, total voltage is 2.4 volt it is given. Assume that the diodes available have 0.7 volt drop at 1 milliampere. That is the twist over here. Read the question. Likhit, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You gave me answer 2.1 volt. Am I right?
No, no. I mean, the voltage drop because of the diodes, like 3 diodes will cause 2.1. No, ma'am.
That's what. Read the question.
But yeah, it says 2. It
Yeah,
means 2.
2.4 volt. That 0.7 is for which current? Only at 1 milliampere current, the diode is having a drop of 0.7 volt.
Yeah. So
Got
we
it?
need to find the current at 2.4.
Yes. For each diode, you have to calculate. For each diode, we have to calculate. Have you copied the question? This is also a gate question. Take down. Have you copied? Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Take down. The diode has a 0.7 drop at 1 milliampere. Diode has a 0.7 volt drop at 1 milliampere. Therefore, we can write 1 milliampere is equal to 1 milliampere is the diode current. IS e power 0.7 divided by what is N value? N value 1. So divided by Vt. Can we write like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So 1 milliampere is equal to IS e power 0.7 by Vt.
Ma'am, I think the other 0.1 voltage will be across resistor, ma'am.
Wait. Next line. At a current I milliampere, at a current I milliampere, at a current I milliampere, we can write the equation as I is equal to IS e power Vd by Vt. I'll tell you, listen, you'll understand. I am writing as equation number 2. For a current I milliampere, if I am taking, I can get the equation IS e power Vd by Vt. Now if I am dividing 2 by 1, what I will get? I value. What I will get? I value. IS cancels.
Vd term. Now it will be in terms of Vd.
E power Vd minus
0.7.
7 by Vt. Got it till this? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I is
Ma'am,
the
they
current
haven't
going
given-
through each diode. Okay, I am coming to that point. Wait.
Ma'am, the 1 milliampere.
1 milliampere, ma'am. I minus 1.
Forgot to mention that in the third equation.
Which one?
In the third equation, we forgot to mention the 1 milliampere. Ma'am. We're dividing now.
Ma'am, in the LHS side, that 1 milliamperes, ma'am.
Where?
Equation 3.
Where?
It's multiplied, ma'am.
I
It's
minus-
into 10 to the power 3 will come, ma'am.
Yeah, it is 1 milliampere only, no? So in milliampere only, I am going to find out. That one will get, one is
multiplied.
not. In
Cross
in milliampere only, I am going to find out
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
answer. Okay. So that's why I have not written. In milliampere only, I am going to find out the answer. Okay.
That's 2 by 1, no, ma'am. I mean equation 2 by equation 1, no, ma'am.
2 by 1. Now take down. For an output voltage of 2.4 volt, which is given in the question, for an output voltage 2.4 volt, comma, the voltage drop across each diode, the voltage drop across each diode, the voltage drop across each diode will be how much?
0.8, ma'am.
0.7.
Absolutely no, 0.8. 2.4 is the total voltage.
Yeah,
Okay.
0.8.
So 2.4 divided by how many diodes? 3 diodes. So which is equal to 0.8 volt. Now, I, comma, the current through each diode is e power, what will be VD?
It will be 0.8.
0.8
0.89.
minus equation number 3, 0.7 divided by VT, 0.025. So compute I value. So whatever 0.7 drop given is only applicable for I equal to 1 milliampere. But in the question, it is having 3 diodes, which is having a total voltage of 2.4 volt. So we need to find out the current flowing through each diode. So each diode is having a drop of 0.8 volt. So with respect to that, we need to find out what is the current flowing through each diode. So calculate and tell me. So design is the question. So we need to find out, design in the sense, you need to find out what is the current flowing through this one. If you know that current only, you can determine R value is unknown. In order to find out R, you need the current.
54.59.
Approximately 54.6 milliamps. Getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, if you know the current and if you know the voltage, supply voltage, tell me how will you find out R? You know this potential, you know the drop across 3 diodes, you know the current flowing through the diode. So how will you find out R value?
10 minus V naught by I.
10 minus V naught, you will take it as 0.8 or 2.4?
Ma'am will take
2.4, ma'am.
Yeah, 2.4 divided by what is the current?
54.6 milliamps.
0.6 milliamps. So calculate and give me the answer. Units are very, very important. Instead of kilo ohms, if you write ohms, you will not get answer. You will not get marks. Makes a lot of difference. Kilo and ohms. What is the answer?
139.139 ohms, ma'am. 139
Ohms. All of you understood this numerical?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you do mistake by taking the diode drop as 2.1? This 0.7 volt is for a current of 1 milliampere. It is given in the question, the total voltage drop across 3 diodes is 2.4 volt. So we need to find out what is the drop across each diode with respect to the total output voltage. So 2.4 divided by 3 diodes are there. So 0.8 volt is the drop across each diode. So for that particular drop, we need to determine what is the current flowing through each diode. So you cannot take 1 milliampere. 1 milliampere is applicable only for 0.7 drop. Is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Shall I move ahead with the last model and the most important model? Small signal model. Please take down. Take a new slide and explain. So derivation, important one. Listen to the class. So take down small signal model. Small signal model. Small signal model. You may draw the circuit diagram. I'll tell you the description of the circuit. Listen here. In the initial class itself, I told the differentiation between the notation, how to differentiate it as AC parameter, DC parameter, and an instantaneous or a superimposed value. All caps, DC or AC, all caps, DC. All small letters,
AC.
AC. Small letter suffix capital letter. It is the
Combination of AC and DC.
mix of combination of AC and DC. So here, now you come to the circuit. Here what we are doing is, we are superimposing a pure AC signal upon a pure DC. So the output will be the combination of AC as well as DC. That is AC as well as DC, that is a small v suffix a capital D of t. This is called as the instantaneous value or total effective value. So instantaneous value of current is written as ID of t. Okay, now here also we need to find out the diode current and the diode voltage. So you may please take down the circuit diagram. All caps DC, all small letters AC, small letter suffix capital letter, instantaneous value, which is a superimposed parameter, which is the combination of both AC as well as DC. Please don't forget. Take down the circuit. I will not be sharing the slide today also, because one more class is required for completing this this particular topic, modeling the forward diode in the forward characteristics. So along with me, you can also derive it in your notebook. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, take down first. Diode is biased. Diode is biased to operate at a point. Diode is biased to operate at a point on the forward IV characteristics. On the forward IV characteristics. Forward IV characteristics. Forward IV characteristics. And a small AC signal. And a small AC signal. A small AC signal is superimposed on the DC quantity. Is superimposed on the DC quantity. So with the graphical analysis, it will be more clear to you. Listen here, I'll give time to draw this one later. So this is a IV characteristics of the diode, VD along x-axis and ID along y-axis. Terminal characteristics we have plotted, that is the exponential cara. And here, see at Q point, we will mark the Q point. You know how to mark the Q point. So here, how to mark the Q point is, you take the linear segment, draw a tangent, okay, and that middle, that value will be the Q point. From that Q point, you extrapolate to x-axis, you will get a VD. This is the capital VD, and here you will get a capital ID. Okay. Now, what is this one we are doing? Here we are taking a sinusoidal triangular signal, AC signal. This is a small VD of t, input AC signal, is superimposed upon capital VD, that is DC parameter, and accordingly you will get the corresponding output. Did you understand the circuit diagram explanation now?
Yes, ma'am.
We are superimposing a pure AC signal with a pure DC. So your output will be a combination of both AC as well as DC. And how to draw this one is, draw the exponential characteristics. Yes?
It will be superimposed on Q point.
Q point from this only will be determining. Yeah, Q point only. Q point only, this only. From there, if you extrapolate to x-axis, whatever value you are getting is capital VD, and whatever y-axis we are getting is capital ID. So the coordinate VD comma ID is the Q point, operating point.
Okay.
Ma'am, there those I mean the AC is above and the below is there, no, ma'am.
See, how will you draw? This is the time axis. It has both a positive half cycle and negative half cycle, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. DC is the line, ma'am.
DC is this one. This is the x-axis. DC is this value, whatever from the Q point you are getting, no? That is the DC coordinates.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. So here we are superimposing a pure triangular signal, AC signal with a pure DC. So the output will be the instantaneous value, which is the combination of both the AC and DC. So here we have shown only the current, that is the variation in the current. Okay. So how to draw this one is, draw a tangent to this characteristics by taking the linear segment, then fix the Q point. From the Q point, extrapolate to X and Y axis, get the value of capital VD and capital ID. I'll give time to draw this. Now you may take down. Diode is superimposed to, diode is biased to operate at a point on the forward IV characteristics, and a small AC signal is superimposed on the DC quantities. Next line. For this, so any circuit, if you get, what is the first step you have to determine is, you have to determine the Q point, that is ID, VD. So you have studied different models, the 4 models you have studied. So which is the best suited model to determine the Q point? No.
Exponential.
No. Constant voltage drop model. There no need to do any approximation and all. Constant drop model, if you take, you can directly take a VD as equal to 0.7 volt. So that is the preferred model so in order to start the analysis. So we have done some numericals also. Everywhere we have started with the VD is equal to 0.7 volt only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So take down the next line. For this, comma, first find the DC operating point. First find the DC operating point, Q point, that is Q point. In bracket you can write ID and VD, capital ID and VD. From the Q point, whatever you are getting, those parameters are pure DC parameters. So single value only you'll be getting. Capital ID and VD, close the bracket, of the diode, using any of the models, bracket, usually constant voltage drop model. Usually constant voltage drop model with VD equal to 0.7 volt. Usually constant voltage drop model with VD equal to 0.7 volt. So all of you have copied the circuit diagram, right? You can write the significance of each parameter. Capital VD in the circuit, capital VD is the DC voltage. VD is the DC voltage. Small VD of t, whenever you hear the word signal, it means it is an AC parameter. VD of t is a time varying signal with a triangular waveform. Time varying signal with a triangular waveform. Time varying signal with a triangular waveform. And small v suffix capital D of t is the instantaneous total diode voltage.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Is that signal always a triangle form, ma'am?
No, it is depending upon whatever input you are applying. Here we are applying a triangular wave as the input. You can give sinusoidal, sawtooth, whatever you want, you can give. Here in this particular scenario, we have given a triangular signal as the input. You can give sine also.
Okay, we are giving in this scenario, that's it, no?
Yeah, here in the textbook, they have followed a triangular. You can give sine also, not a problem.
Okay, ma'am.
I just followed the textbook, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what is the VD term, ma'am? Instantaneous?
I am explaining. Small v suffix capital D of t is the instantaneous total diode voltage. Instantaneous total diode voltage. Instantaneous total diode voltage. And small I suffix capital D of t is the instantaneous total diode current. Instantaneous total diode current. Instantaneous total diode current. Here, DC voltage capital VD, DC voltage capital VD is applied to the diode by using a battery. DC voltage capital VD is applied to the diode by using a battery. DC voltage capital VD is applied to the diode by using a battery. Full stop. Time varying signal small vd of t. Time varying signal small vd of t having a triangular waveform is superimposed on the DC voltage capital VD. Time varying signal means AC parameter small vd of t, having which input we are giving? Triangular waveform as the input. Triangular waveform is superimposed on DC. So AC is superimposed on DC voltage capital VD. So first we'll consider the scenario where we are not providing the AC signal. That is, in the absence of AC signal, what will be our diode current? So take down, in the absence of VD of t, small vd of t, in the absence of small vd of t, this is the derivation. I am expecting you to write along with me. Small vd of t, the diode voltage, what will be the diode voltage? We are not applying this one. What will be diode voltage?
It will be equal to VD, ma'am.
It will be equal to capital VD. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And diode current will be capital ID, right? Which is equal to
Small
IS,
I into time.
IS e power capital VD by NVT. Yes or no?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Notation matters. So this is the diode voltage and diode current in the absence of AC signal. Is it clear? Till now, is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Next line.
Ma'am, if there is
Wait,
small VD.
wait, Adi Kartikeya, I told you wait. Listen to the derivation. Listen to the complete thing. After that, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Next, in the presence of VD of t, in the presence of small VD of t, comma, you will get, now we are superimposing pure AC upon pure DC. So what will be your diode voltage?
VD plus capital VD plus small VD.
It will be the instantaneous value, right? Now if you superimposing a pure AC to pure DC, your total value will be this one. So take down, in the presence of small VD of t, comma, the total instantaneous diode voltage, that is small v suffix capital D of t, will be equal to combination of capital VD
Small VD.
Plus small VD of t.
Small VD of t. No need to do by heart and all. If you listen to the class, that is sufficient. So, did you understand? In the present, when you superimpose a pure AC with pure DC, your instantaneous value of diode voltage Vd of t will be equal to capital Vd plus small vd of t. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Next. Then, comma, the total instantaneous diode current, total instantaneous diode current, what will be the notation?
Small I subscript
Small
capital.
is
Like capital T, ma'am.
Capital T. Id of t will be equal to Is e power, instead of capital Vd of t, you will have to write it as instantaneous value of voltage by nVt. Is it clear? Equation number 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Now substitute for Vd of t. So I'll get Id of t is equal to Is e power. What is the instantaneous value of diode voltage?
Sum of Vd and Vd.
Yeah, it is a combination of capital Vd and small vd. So Vd plus small vd of t by nVt. Open the bracket. Id of t is equal to Is e power capital Vd by nVt into e power small vd of t by nVt. Getting? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So Id of t is equal to, what is this first term?
Current. Diode current, ma'am. ID,
Which
capital
current?
ID.
Capital
Capital
ID.
ID.
So capital ID into e power small vd of t by nVt. Small vd of t by nVt. Next we are going to do some approximation. Next, till this, is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now take down. If the amplitude of the signal, Vd of t is very small, then Vd of t by nVt will be very much less than 1. Isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. So now all of you listen here. So when the signal amplitude is very small, then Vd of t by nVt will be very much less than 1. So now in this equation, equation number 4 I am taking. In this equation I am going to do some approximation. This is in the form of e power x, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what approximation we are doing is, we are going to expand this exponential term and will obtain the series, and we'll be using only first two terms. So we'll be expanding the exponential term and we will obtain the series, and you will be using only first two terms. That is,
We should use the expansion of e power x and the rest.
Yes.
First,
Yes,
after
and
2
you
terms,
have-
it will be negligible, right?
Yes, you have to take only, that is, we are approximating it. So it is an approximation model. Okay. So e power x, so what is the expansion?
Ma'am, 1 plus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3.
1 plus x by 1 factorial.
Yeah,
Plus
Square by 2 factorial.
square by 2
2
factorial.
factorial plus etc. So we'll be taking only first two terms. So you may please take down, expanding the exponential e power Vd of t by nVt, expanding the exponential e power Vd of t by nVt and obtain the series and use only the first two terms. That is, what will be the expansion? E power x is 1 plus x by 1 factorial. Only two terms you have to use. So here it will be 1 plus
Vd by nvt.
Vd of t by nvt.
Yes, ma'am.
So now this approximated value you substitute in equation number 4. So what will be your Id of t? Id of t will be equal to capital Id into 1 plus
Vd t by nvt.
Vd of t by nvt. Equation number 5. Let me give me 5 minutes. I will complete this. So is this clear to you? Otherwise, I have to again restart from the beginning.
Clear, ma'am.
Can I take the 5 minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So is the equation 5 clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Take down. This equation is called the small signal approximation. Underline that. This equation is called the small signal approximation. This equation is valid for signals with less amplitude. This equation is the small signal approximation and is valid only for small signals, that is the signals with less amplitude. This equation is valid for signals with less amplitude. Now come to the equation 5. Open the brackets. You'll get it as Id plus capital Id into Vd of t by nvt. So what is our requirement? We have to express the current as instantaneous value of diode current as also a combination of AC current as well as DC current. So this one I am going to write it as Id plus small Id of t, where small Id of t is equal to capital Id into Vd of t by nvt. Is this clear to you? We are expressing the instantaneous value of diode current as a combination of AC current as well as DC current. So here AC currents correspond to capital Id into Vd of t by nvt. Is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So from this,
Yes, ma'am.
what is Id of t by Vd of t? What is Id of t by Vd of t?
Id by nvt.
Id by nvt. Current by voltage is what? Current by voltage is what?
Resistance.
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 Sorry.
Ma'am, 1 by R.
1 by
No.
resistance. 1 by R.
1 by resistance.
1 by resistance is what?
Conductivity.
Slope, ma'am.
Conductive.
Slope, ma'am.
Conductance. Okay. So Id of t by Vd of t is equal to Id by nvt. This is known as diode small signal conductance. Diode small signal conductance. And what is the unit of diode conductance?
Ohm inverse.
Yes, ma'am.
A, ma'am.
Mho.
Siemens.
Ohm inverse.
Siemens or mho? Mho. So diode small signal conductance. Next line. The inverse of this parameter. So in order to get the resistance, what you have to take? You have to take the reciprocal. The inverse of this parameter is the diode small signal resistance or incremental resistance or incremental resistance RD. So RD will be reciprocal of this. I'll repeat, the inverse of this parameter is the diode small signal resistance or incremental resistance small rd. Small rd. So small rd is equal to reciprocal Vd of t by Id of t.
Ma'am, it's small d or capital D? Small d, no. Okay.
All small letters, because we are going to find out small signal. Small signal analysis means AC analysis. So what will be RD?
AID.
NVT by
ID of t.
NVT by
NVT by ID.
ID, capital ID.
Yeah, put it in a box. This is the small signal resistance which we have derived. So RD is inversely proportional to the current. So clear for you?
Again, same RD is equal to?
RD is equal to Vd of t by Id of t. That is a reciprocal of conductance. So it will be equal to NVT by Id. RD, that means what is the conclusion? RD is inversely proportional to?
Ma'am, can we say that 1 by RD is equal to small signal conductance?
Yeah, that only I told, no?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Is it clear for you? Derivation?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.